For as long as people have been getting together with their relatives around the holidays, people have been looking for tips for how to deal with their relatives around the holidays. Maybe you have an aunt who once met Steve Gutenberg and told you 100 times about how big of a jerk he was. You know, honestly, I've heard Steve Gutenberg is a pretty nice guy, so maybe it's your aunt that's the huge jerk. Maybe that's why you need tips for dealing with her around the holiday season. Before we get into the tips, just let me say up front, I'm going to abstain from advising that people get drunk. I know it's a time-tested technique, but as one of the great thinkers of our time once said, alcohol is the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. It's the cause and the solution. It's an imperfect method. But if overindulgence is your thing, maybe start with food. By having a big mouthful of roast beast or a piece of pie that's just cascading over your gums at any point in time, you'll quickly transform into someone with whom it's almost impossible to have a conversation. A few answers muffled by pie crumbs shooting out of your mouth, and you'll get the peace and quiet you seek later in the evening. Maybe that's not your thing. Why don't you take all the innocuous experiences you've had in the past year, cherry pick 3 or 4 that are particularly benign, jam them full of meaningless details, and give the tale a depressing ending. Tell 3 or 4 of these gems early on, and by the end of the night, I guarantee you'll be sitting quietly, enjoying the game. And if none of those are going to work for you, maybe it's time to just suck it up, smile politely, and deal with your family's many quirks. If that drives you crazy, just get drunk. What kind of tips do you have for dealing with your family during the holiday season? We'd love for you to share them on our Facebook page.